Hi, everyone. Dr. Alem Rose, I see you. It's another interesting episode, another wonderful week of my life in China. Today we have an amazing person who is in the person of Alem Rose. He's a medical doctor. He's also a chief editor and writer at Healthyslides. Today he's going to share his amazing story with us. My life in medical school. It's Alem Rose on the show. Hey, Prissy, what's up? It's been a long time. So we are going to have Dr. Alem Rose. Sharp. The man himself is here.
Sharp, sharp, sharp.
The man himself is here. Doctor, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good though.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
Long time.
that's true. That's true.
Oh, how did
That's
how did the salad go? Yeah, I'm so much
oh,
interested in that place.
it went well though. It went well. Apparently, it went well. Just that I'm not with my family, so I have to spend it with friends around.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see. I have Dr. Darko in the building. Dr.
Hey,
Darko,
hey, sharp.
I see you. So today, Alem Rose, it's actually a friend, a brother, everything. Today he's going to tell us he's a chief editor. Is a chief editor and writer for Healthyslides as well.
Chief editor at Healthyslides.
Editor at Healthyslides. So you can look it up. Healthyslides. They have amazing stories, amazing write-ups, and health promotions. So
Yeah, that's
today, Nanama, I see you. So today, Alem Rose, tell us who is Alem Rose. Everybody wants to know Alem Rose. Alem Rose.
okay. Okay. So the name or the actual name is Alem Aminu Osman. That's my real name. But the nickname is Alem Rose.
I see.
I also go by the name Alhaji Important.
I see. Burger is in
Yeah,
the building.
yeah, I also go by the name Alhaji Important. Apparently, I'm within my 20s and I'm a Muslim, a Kusasi by tribe. Was born in the Upper East region, Boku to be precise. I'm from a family of 12 children. My father is,
Wow.
yeah, my father is a real surgeon. Family of 12 children. And I'm somewhere in the sixth position. So,
I
I'm,
see.
yeah.
Um, so,
Yeah, so,
uh-huh.
okay, okay.
So tell us, like, your transition life. How was life? Like, let's get to know. We want to know the real Alem Rose. How did it begin? School, from primary, high school, thereabouts. Let's see
Okay,
how the transition went.
okay. Apparently, my education level began at Mother Teresa. That was the first school I was attending. And I used not to like school at all. But Mother Teresa, yes. For Mother Teresa, I used not to like school. So I gave an excuse, and my parents took me to the school that my siblings were. I was Methodist, and I was there till I left to the boarding house, Angel Educational Complex.
Okay.
Yeah. So at Angel, I had more of my late primary and my junior high school over there. Over there, I was a dynamo prefect. Yeah, yeah.
Kai.
Yeah, I was a dynamo prefect. And from Angel Educational Complex, I had my secondary education at St. Augustine's College, the Central Region. Yeah.
Okay.
That was for about 3 years, from the year 2010 to 2013. And then from there, I graduated successfully and had an admission at
Mm-hmm.
the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology,
Okay.
where I,
Wait. Hold up with that. Hold up with that. That's how the story in medical school always begins. It always starts with, I think most of the guys, it always starts with admission somewhere, then later, like, oh no, let's do medicine. Let's go to medical school. Wait,
medical
hold up.
school.
Yes. So, wait, hold up with that.
Yeah.
So, wait, tech, let's say I met you in China actually. So,
Yeah.
tech, why the passion for medicine? Let's start from there. Why the passion for medicine? Because if from
Okay.
what you're going to say, it's going to be like, I am assuming that
Yeah.
maybe you chose medicine and something happened. So why the passion for medicine? Let's begin from there.
Okay. Actually, the passion for medicine, I think it was more of those things that we were kids and everyone wanted to be someone great and respected in the community. But as I grew and I got to the senior high school, I wanted to become a doctor because I knew it was quite a prestigious job. And my father also wanted a doctor in the family, so I just wanted to be a doctor. But later I realized that I wanted to be a doctor because I needed money. Yeah, like that.
I see.
Yeah.
I now understand.
Yeah, I wanted money. And every day the passion keeps on changing. Yeah. So I think maybe I was driven by money, my father's desire, and also my own will to be a doctor. I think those are the main things.
Okay, so let's go. KNUST admission. Tell me. We want to hear that story. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so apparently KNUST admission, it came in a light that when we were in school, we were boys. I went to a boys' school, so boys. Everyone wanted to go to the medical school and come out and be that figure in the community. So we developed a slogan that it's either we go to Legon, that's Ghana, this one Legon, or we go to KNUST. And my slogan was that I wanted to go to Legon. So the slogan was Leg or Pono. We either get admission to Legon or we act home.
Okay.
So, So we selected it. I bought 2 forms, Legon and KNUST, and I picked medicine for all. And I picked medicine, but the other courses, I didn't remember what I picked. I just picked medicine in the end. And I remember that I said it's medicine I want to do. Medicine or nothing else. And Legon admissions came. Charlie, I wasn't inside though.
I understand that feeling.
Yeah, Legon admission came. They said it was coming in badges, but the first badge I wasn't inside. And then I was now waiting for tech. So tech, all my friends, my boys who were like Lego Pono. One of them checked charisma and was like, Charlie, I checked the results. You know they inside though. I know they inside. You see no they inside. He started mentioning our clique, all those who were part of the dream to go to a medical school. Charlie, we all know had the medical program. That's so the school we can't be admitted this year. So it was like the dreams were shattered. So I just stopped. I didn't even check myself. I was there with my father at his work. My father's a contractor. We were at his work, and one of my friends called me. I was like, "Hey, Charlie, where you did?" I was like, "Oh, I'm with my dad." And he said, "Oh, I've checked, and you've had KNUST." I was like, "Eh." Like, yeah, that I've checked, and you have petrochemical engineering. I said, "Charlie, you did lie." So you have to take a screenshot for me, and he showed me that yes, apparently, I gained admission to KNUST, and I showed it to my dad. My dad was okay, yeah, but we were not too excited about that admission, although it was a big course. And my eldermost brother, he works at the Thermal Oil Refinery. He was just rooting for the course. Charlie, you have to go. So we started working for the processes, and one of my friends, Oko, he said that, "Hey, Charlie, that there's this China move." That's so yeah. He said there's this China move. So while you're preparing, while you're going to school, let's just try. So I tried, and finally, I got admission to come study in China.
All right.
So that was basically the journey.
It was an interesting story. It's an interesting transition. All right. So we have Kebot here, Barreto is here, Isaac is here. I think and right now everybody's saying Alem Rose. I think you're a very big figure. Like everybody admires Alem Rose.
Alem Rose.
Oh yeah.
I found you. Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the next level. China expectations. You had admission. China. Yeah. What were you expecting?
Oh, when I got my admissions to China, my expectations were quite like, okay, before I left, I wasn't quite sure on what I was to get from China, because I went to see my uncle before I left, and he told me that medicine does not have money. That's so I shouldn't go and do the medicine. He has a scholarship for me that I would do an engineering course, and when I come back, I would gain admission. That's why we're traveling to the States, and he'll be back in a week. So I should decide on whether I want to go and do the medicine, or I would wait for him to work out that scholarship for me. And I spoke to my daddy, and my daddy said that I am on my own. That was already when my daddy he abandoned me, that Charlie, you're on your own. I was like, yes, okay. I asked all my siblings, and they were all not thinking about it. And I just said, okay, I'll go and do medicine. I don't know why. So help me, God. And finally, I got the admission. But before that situation, I was thinking of Charlie, it's OT life. I would go and see the snow, take pictures, that boy. So it was, they were double feelings. Until
All right. Day one in China. From the airport, day one in China. Airport. Because everybody kind of has a very nice story at the beginning. Day one in China.
Yeah, day one in China.
Uh-huh.
Day one in China. When I was leaving at the airport, one of the flight attendants, or is it the receptionist, they told my elder brother that this guy that is going to Dubai for his transit, he shouldn't go and be checking for things too much, because the flight would go and leave him. So I thought it was a joke. And I went to Dubai. The place was so nice, and I was just roaming, taking pictures. My flight nearly went and left me. And when I went to Beijing, when I got to Beijing airport at dawn, I actually had two people that were fighting for me, because if any of them should take me to the school, they would get a commission.
I get it.
And they were all my friends. Yeah, this one said, Charlie, that I bought a taxi to pick you home. This one said, I bought a train ticket to pick you home. That's so you have to decide. And I just knew that these were two people that I know I was very cool with in Ghana. Now, I don't even know the main reason why they should fight over who should pick me to the school. So I just said that you shouldn't worry, I will join the taxi. And I joined the taxi home. Yeah, so Charlie, at the airport too, it was also another scene.
All right. All right. So let's move straight.
Yeah, commission.
So let's move straight. So Dr. Hisham is watching you.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin is also here. So I have Elisha also in the building. So let's move. Medical school, first year. How was the feeling? Because I know Chinese. How did you take it? How did you survive?
Oh, medical school, first year. First year, it was chilling.
I understand.
Yeah. So first year, it was quite a new scene, and it was the kind of environment that I wanted. I wanted a new place where I would meet people and actually just explore and know myself more. And anywhere I went, I met new people that were welcoming. And they had that kind of vibe that I wanted. So I made very good friends. We were more of chilling. It was more of like, there's no program that I'll really supporting.
I see.
First year, we got to the orientation that, Charlie, if you are part of school programs or you are a good student, you will get scholarship at the end of the day.
I see.
With all the chilling, we kept the purpose behind to achieve scholarships, and actually it yielded.
I understand.
I got scholarship from first year to final year. So that was the first year. Mm-hmm.
First friend in China.
First friend in China. I think those who came for me from the airport.
The two fighting mates.
Yeah, the two fighting mates.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those who came for me. Yeah.
Kibut is saying something. I don't know. I want to ask. He says that is it the dancer scholarship? Is it the dancer scholarship or the dancer scholarship?
Oh, no. It was part of the side work, but then my scholarships were based on pure academic merit. Yeah. Those who know.
Okay. Know. All right. So second year, we moved from first year Chinese. How did you cope with the Chinese? You know, it's an interesting thing. When you get to a country, at least everyone is expecting Charlie some level of English, but you enter, boom, you ask everybody a question and Chinese. How were you able to cope with it?
Yeah, so with the Chinese, when we went, we met our seniors, and most of them were Ghanaians. So at the early phase, some of them actually said that, oh, don't learn Chinese. For Chinese, if you learn Chinese, it wouldn't actually bring any benefit to your life. So you should go ahead to start the medical course in your first year. And that was the advice most of us were trying to incline to. But we also had certain people that gave us one or two advices as we went on. So I learned most of my Chinese, if I should be frank, in the classroom. So whenever the teacher comes to teach the Chinese, I'll be one of the people who would be in class to use the language to express myself in a jovial way, and then the whole class will laugh to it. And anything that is funny becomes part of you. And that was how
I understand.
my Chinese actually grew with me, and I started helping people to go in to to the market to buy things. And the more you interact with people, the more you would develop your Chinese. But then we also use a very good app. Kego just mentioned it, Pleco. It was more of like our guide.
Okay, so first year done, right? So
Yeah.
second year, real field of medicine. How are you coping with it?
Okay, so first year, I actually had some field of medicine.
Okay.
And the field of medicine was that we were in a group. We used to call ourselves, I've forgotten the name of the group, but Kebot was part of the group. We had a senior who taught us embryology. And ever since he introduced us to that concept of embryology, I just fell in love with how medicine, yes. Go far. Barreto was also part of the group. Yeah, team Go Far. Yeah, we're part of that group, and we started with embryology, and it was more of like basics. And I used to understand, so I could understand Dr. Enoch. I used to understand what's the name, what was happening with the female gender. So it made me draw love more to medicine. And second year was more of the great field. I was living with my housemate, and Dr. Emmanuel, AJ, right? We used to call him Kono. We'd go for lectures, we'd come back, and it was so hot. No one would go to the kitchen to cook. No. We had to buy food. And when we come back, everyone would be in his own room learning. And it was quite a struggle. So first year, we felt some kind of pressure, a bit like that. But then, among the pressure, we were able to sail through. Yeah,
okay. So second year, third year. Tell us something. Now that the tension becomes more, the real field of medicine is increasing. How were you able to survive? Because from survey, right?
Yeah.
It's said that most people drop out within that time in medical school. Second year, third year, like, no, that's not my place. How were you able to survive it? Activities with studies and snow. It's not a good combination. How were you able to survive it?
Actually, it's true. But then if you're in my environment, tension wasn't a very big deal for me. Okay, I don't know personally for me, but in our environment, I know most of the students, tension wasn't really a very big deal. We met very key figures like Dr. Isham, who is on the platform right now, Dr. Alasan, Dr. Baba. These were some of the key figures that were guiding us. So they used to tell us that, Charlie, do it this way, go this way, go this way. And we received material from them. And aside that, we used to also involve ourselves I used to involve myself in so many activities. So before I would think of stress, I'm having fun. I don't know whether you get it.
I understand.
So tension wasn't really a big thing. What was more of a big thing was the weather. I remember one day I actually stood. The cold really entered my hands and I got frostbite and I stood. I nearly cried. I regretted that my parents brought me outside.
Okay, so let's talk about fun. Alem is everywhere. Fun. What's your favorite? What do you love doing? We want to know that aspect because most people think medical students are very studious. That's the only thing they do. That's what people think. So let's know Alem and fun. Let's know what Alem likes doing.
Okay, myself and fun. It started maybe way Um, I used to be with my elder sister Mina, and Mina and I we used to watch television. And whenever we watch television, they would play music, and the two of us would be in the hall singing, rapping, and dancing. So when I got to high school, that was in Augustins, I was more of like the best rapper in my class. So whenever they write a roll call to the girls' school, Charlie, Alem was yeah, the best rapper. That was actually where I got the nickname Alem Rose. So when I came to the university, it was more of like a building place just for me to explore more. So the fun was just it was there from interactions. We made jokes out of each other. We made jokes from studies. We danced together. We sang. We did almost everything. So I don't know the kind of fun. But then I play ball. My ball will not be good, but then my team would record that I've scored a goal for them.
Okay.
I'm a rapper, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I dance.
Okay.
Afro. Should I say, is it Afrobeat or is it, yeah, I dance to Afrobeat. Azonto. I also, what do I also do? I also edit.
Okay.
I do flyers.
So, uh-huh.
Yeah,
So much more.
So much more.
All right. So, did you ever hold any position in medical school? Because sometimes it's difficult for medical students to have a position blended alongside, because it's like tension from both ends. How were you able to combine those two?
Okay. So, during my stay in Hebei North University, I held a couple of positions. I was the vice president to the Muslim Student Association. I think somewhere from the year 2017, 2018. Yeah. Then I became the president to the African Students Union from the year 2018 to 2019, and I was the head of academics for the International Student Union from 2018 to 2019. Yeah. Those were some of the few positions that I held.
All right. So by then, were you involved in? All right, sure.
Yeah.
I'm
listening.
listening.
Blending them with academics, the Muslim Students Association, it was more of an academic work. We met Saturdays and Sundays for 2 hours maximum, and we learned about what our faith has got for us from our holy books, and we would spare time at the end of every presentation to tackle a medical topic. So this was actually one of the sources or the fountains of my medical knowledge, where Dr. Isham, Dr. Baba, Dr. Alassan would come and shower us with medical knowledge. So, yeah, so they would come and shower us during the weekends. So when I also assumed power as the assistant or vice president, I only just supported my president, Dr. Mustafa, to only harness and blossom that vision. So it wasn't difficult. And African Student Union, that was where the real challenge was. It was more of a bigger body, and trying to make sure that everyone was in sync with your kind of thinking, because you are from one region in Africa, and from that region you are from a smaller place, that's Ghana, and trying to coordinate all these people to bring out good ideas. So I was able to also do that. Brought so much fun, gaming activities, and also academic work, and it drained me during that time a lot. But then I was able to stand my ground. And also, what is the name? Chairman, or should I say, I was chairman for academic board, the academic board. That was basically like the SRC, that Ghanaian Students Corps. Yeah, the International Students Union. I was head of academics, so I also helped my president, Dr. Minas, make sure that we would get more academic activities, inclined activities, fun, that are more friendly to the student body. And we were able to achieve some. And our successes also came in and they did a lot.
Exactly. So, fourth year, fifth year, what was the struggle? Any struggles?
The struggles were that was that it wasn't okay. It was a struggle. The thing is that the more your circle expands, the more much is demanded from you. And as I said, I wasn't only a student that my parents were looking up to make them proud, but I was also someone who also wanted to make myself proud. And the more my circle grew bigger, the more I tend to have more tentacles. Everyone wanted me around. So there are days that you would want to just be free. You want to just lie down and be quiet. But when you go out, someone might think you are a source of joy. So rosé has to be rosé for a place to get it. So it was kind of trying to always keep up, and that was a little bit difficult. It wasn't difficult, but then sometimes it was difficult.
Okay.
Another thing was that unfortunately, I got into certain activities like representing my school for a couple of activities or a couple of competitions, school competitions. It also drained me. It was part of the challenges.
Okay.
And, it was part of the challenges. And the last one is that I also got into acting a little bit.
The star man.
Yeah, I remember that I left school for some months. I left school for some months to go to the acting grounds, and I had to even miss some of my papers, my end of term papers. But let me say shout out to Dr. Nashiru. Yeah, he held me down during that time, and I'm always grateful for that. So those are some of the main challenges. But I have to actually support me.
All right, sure. So, done deal China. We are moving for internship. How is the feeling? Because that's where the whole, like, you are entering into the world of real medicine, real act. How was the feeling? Like, what were your worries, and what were the things that you were keeping up with?
Okay, so leaving China back home to Ghana for my internship, it was also a mixed feeling. First of all, I had to decide on the hospital that I want to have my internship. The next thing is that I didn't know the rotation to start. And even if I started, I didn't know what was necessarily expected from me. Although I came to Ghana once when I was in school, and I had a feel of the environment. So coming back to that same environment wasn't quite of a big deal. But then when I got back, I knew that this was going to be a long-term thing. It wasn't going to be just for some weeks that I'll stop. And this time around, I need that knowledge to propel me to a next level. So I was quite skeptical. And I used to talk to the same mentors that I've been talking about. We had seniors that we used to call. It's like, Charlie, I'm coming to Ghana. Which hospital do you think is good? Which rotation do you think I should start with? And everyone was giving their own advice. And I just, sometimes when it becomes so tough, I would just rely on myself and say that, so help me God. The battle will come, and fight it. Exactly. So I came to Ghana last year, somewhere 4th July, was it June? Yeah. And I started my internship at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. And I ended it this year. Unfortunately, I didn't finish one of my rotations, and the COVID-19 came to stop everything. So that was how it happened.
Okay. Embarrassing moments in the hospital. Any? Is there any?
Okay. Why don't I talk about the good parts in the
hospital? Okay, let's talk about the good parts first. Because let's talk about the good parts, then the embarrassing moments. Because it's like literally almost, it's like, so you might have someone who pick up on you sometimes in the hospital.
Yeah. Okay, so the
good times in the hospital.
Good parts in the hospital is that when I came, I met a very lovely friend, Dr. Theodore Sunderland. So I met Stan Sunderland and I told him that, Theodore, Charlie, I can't start my internship. I don't actually know where to start, but I'm thinking of ONG. And he told me that, he's a UDS medical student. He told me that, actually they are doing their ONG rotations now, and some of their students are doing pediatrics. So why don't I join the ONG when they are having lectures, I can join them and share the same syllabus. So I started with ONG. I was kept into a group. But before I was kept into a group, I went to the ward just to go and see how the ward was. But I had never seen the ONG ward. So I entered the ONG ward and I met an old senior from China. I went to greet her. I was like, hey, hello, what is this? And she asked, so a colleague doctor asked her, hey, who is this guy that's coming? He's chatting with you like that. And he said, oh, that's Alem, my friend. Then the lady called me that we should go to this bed, and we went to the bed. And she wanted to give me fire. Come and see. So she started asking me questions, and I then too, I don't know, some small pressure came. I gave it to her. She's like, Charlie, this guy is on fire. When you come out, you will be on my team. So when I came, she kept me on her team, and that was the best team. That was the best team. Yes. Dr. Isham, open and close. ONG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick up.
So ONG, I started ONG and I did ONG for a while. I was free with all the midwives, the nurses, every pregnant woman that came. Charlie, I was into them. Hey, not into them.
Oh, we understand. Yeah.
And I also had what is the name? Good doctors that also held me tight. So like Dr. Brian, Dr. Latif. Charlie, you have to meet that guy. That guy, he's something else. He's out of this planet. Yeah. Dr. Latif, Dr. Abeta, Dr. Sally. And I also met some wonderful interns like Dr. Isaac Azeka. Yeah. And it was a very wonderful time spent at ONG. I had a chance to do almost every procedure. I clerked. I did everything. And that was one of the best rotations.
All right.
So ONG, I didn't actually get an embarrassing moment. The only time I got an embarrassing moment was that there was this placenta I was trying to deliver, not knowing this placenta wasn't deliverable. Yeah. So I struggled. And it felt as if I was losing the battle. So I left it. Later, they said a consultant came in and said it was a placenta increta. So they had to take the woman into as a name. But I reassured the woman and given her hope that her delivery was one of the best we got that day. And I didn't want her to go into that stage. But when it got there, I felt like it was embarrassing. So that was the only thing that happened over there.
All right.
Medicine.
Okay.
Yeah. Medicine to embarrassing moments, it wasn't there. When I got to surgery, embarrassing moments too, it wasn't also there. But I remember I met a medical student who actually wanted to look down on foreign students, and I told her that she shouldn't judge a book by its cover. She should just spend time with them. Sometimes it's a different environment, and when we come, we just want to understand the environment and sinking. It'll be good. So it wasn't
exactly. Exactly. Nice one. Nice. Any advice? Medical students. Advice to them. They want to hear you. Anyone who wants to go to medical school, advice. Those even in medical school.
Oh, those even in medical school. Those who are yet to go into medical school, Charlie, the work is very, very stressful. And if you are thinking of money, my friend, let's go and do some mining, you understand? This talk is actually from Dr. Ishamo. He said, Charlie, you understand? Yeah. So medicine is very difficult, and if you are thinking of the money, you might be frustrated alongside. So you shouldn't think more of the money. You should follow your dream, because it's a work that comes with stress. But before you leave home, you are happy. It's like you've achieved something. You just made someone smile. You've made someone
exactly
had health. So it's good. Those in medical school, they shouldn't put so much stress on academics. Academics is very good, but I think that if you are versatile, you end up opening more doors, and you can end up discovering yourself more. Because I discovered myself more in medical school. unlike money. It's unlike what's the name? People that come in here like, Charlie, you have to go and be learning 24/7. Someone told me that, Charlie, if you follow Alem Rose, you fail. It's not as if I learn backstage. I just make sure that I try to put everything to I just try to relate everything as much as I can. You bring fun, you put it here.
Exactly.
So that is it. So medical school, you shouldn't invest your whole life into it. You should try to
have a life, social life.
Have a life.
Yeah.
And when you come to those are either to come to us in Ghana or any other country for their intention, they should be open. They should be willing to learn, and they should be willing to serve. And they should be quote unquote fools. Today and tomorrow they will be praised. So that's basically what.
Exactly. So we are going to open the platform for anybody who wants to ask Alem Rose a question. Alem Rose a question.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to open the platform. I know there are so many people out there who want to ask Alem Rose, yo, Charlie, what is going on? I know Kebot is seriously waiting. Kebot, please do have Dr. Hisham.
Dr. Boat. I can see Dr. Boat.
I know Kebot has something to. Hey, Dr. Akofa is also here.
I see Barreto. I see Vida. What again do I see? I see, is it Rahel? Is it Rachel? Right.
Yeah, you have so many people. All right, so the floor is open.
I see Isaac. I see Sam. The floor is open.
The floor is open. Anybody who wants to ask Dr. Rose anything, Dr. Rose is open.
Yes. Hey, and apparently, since you've given me this platform, let me use the opportunity to talk about Healthyslides.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot.
Yeah.
Tell us about Healthyslides.
Okay. Healthyslides is a health awareness group, or should I say health awareness team or community, that we write articles that are medically inclined. And these articles we are not medically inclined, but then they would actually want to understand stuff that they find it difficult to go to the hospital.
Okay.
We are friends, and now we are doctors, and we have a lot of mentors. Apparently, I'm part of the team, and I'm the chief editor in Healthyslides.com. Our content, we have podcasts for those who find it hard to find time to read. You can listen to our audios. We have videos on YouTube and our platform. We have images that are very, very accessible, and we have an application. So you can visit Healthyslides.com anytime.
Sure. Sure, it's Healthyslides. So Dr. Kebot says that what is your greatest motivation after SHS through to medical school?
My greatest motivation?
Yes.
Through SS to medical school. Okay. My motivation from SS to medical school. I just told you there was money, but it's not money. It was money, it's not money again. Okay, it's actually my greatest motivation from SS to medical school is that I lost my mom at a very tender age, and my dad had been my dad, like that bond, yeah.
Okay.
So I think when he started liking me more when I was in senior high school, because he ever told me that I told him that I wanted a bicycle. He told me that if I want to get a bicycle, I should be first in class, and he'll get me a bicycle. That never happened. So when I went to, when I got to high school, he started liking my results and everything. And during my WASI time, I got the boarding nights with a group of friends. We were 6 in number. So actually, when they were celebrating the Founders Day in Ghana, the Big 6, we were also the Big 6 in senior high school. So
I see.
Yeah, so I wrote some of my papers at home. We used to travel from Accra to Cape Coast 3 hours just to go and write the exam. We know they get some, but today the students are fighting. So I felt like that thing that happened, it was more of I didn't prove myself to my father that way. So I just wanted to maintain that standard.
All right.
But yeah, aside my dad, I just believe that I have to know where I am, what I have, and where I want to go to.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's been driving me.
All right. So Barreto is saying, were you able to find out which specialty you would like to pursue in future? That's what Barreto is saying.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to do neurosurgery, but then now that I'm in the open world, I want a program that is very short in number of years to specialize and good pay that I can make good money.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the motivation. Money is a little bit there.
Yeah. Short time in doing that course.
Okay.
Good pay and less time in the hospital.
I see. For extracurricular activity, right?
I want to be a family man, so
I understand. Yeah. Okay, so but I think your question is answered. Okay, Dr. Hisham says you are proud of you and you have done well. That's Dr. Hisham for you. The big man himself.
Dr. Hisham, they are more of having the bigger shoes that step in whenever they take a step. So
exactly,
it's someone I look up to.
Okay, Barreto says the feeling is mutual. So I think Barreto is in the same line with you.
Yeah, Barreto, my Portuguese friend. Actually,
yes.
He didn't allow me to learn my Portuguese. Barreto, we have to meet again. No?
It's never too late.
Oh, it's not too late. It's not too late.
Kebot is also saying that the feeling is mutual. So it's like you have people who are on the same platform with you, like big men.
Oh, big men. It's like when you say that it becomes a heavy load to carry.
Now you are now a big man. You are an inspiration to so many people.
Wow.
Okay, so Kebot is asking a question. So Kebot said, did you date in medical school? That's the question Kebot is asking.
I date in medical school. You shouldn't be asking this question if you schooled with me. I had numerous girlfriends.
Exactly.
So certainly this shouldn't be a question that you should ask. I was more of like the Solomon of our time.
Exactly.
Just that I didn't have all the wisdom.
Okay. So guys, the platform is still open for Alem Rose. He's just waiting for more questions.
Joel Wimbe. He's also another doctor in Ukraine.
I see. Don't worry, very soon we'll drag him on our platform. Very soon. So Kebot is just laughing on the background. We can't wait to have.
I can see you are satisfied with my answer. You want me to say no, then people will start attacking me. I'll say yes. Then you ask me that who. I'll just tell you that.
So, what's your favorite quote? Let's end with your favorite quote. Everybody has that one thing that when he sees, he knows that by hook or crook, it's motivating me.
Favorite quote? I think that was what I said. Know what you have, know where you are, and know where you are going to.
Exactly.
So you just that's basically my favorite quote.
Okay. He says Kebot says I don't mind them cry. That one be item 13.
Item 13. Yeah, that was part of the dish. You understand?
I understand. It's understandable. So Dr. Alem Rose, thank you very, very much for giving us your time on my time in medical school with the Doctors Corner team. So we are so much grateful. And guys, everyone should go check out Healthyslides. Like, they have amazing articles, amazing publication, podcast. So I'll drop the Healthyslides link under this so that you can just click it and just follow them. Just follow them. Keep updated. Medicine, like, your health is everything. Health is life. Health is everything. So Dr. Kebot is also saying that was great time with Dr. Alem Rose. So guys, thank you so much too for coming, for viewing, for listening to us, for listening to Dr. Alem Rose. I hope someone out there was inspired. So next week we are going to have someone spectacular. So this time around, maybe we are going to change the face of the show a bit. We are going to have someone different from someone. He should tell us about somewhere else. So we are just going to keep up.
That's true. I also had a very great time, and it's very nice to see you all here actually trying to listen to my story. It's very nice, but I owe my reverence and thanks, first of all, to Almighty God for seeing me this far. I also want to thank my parents, especially my father, aka Alhaji Country Club.
So the allergy thing runs. Okay.
Yeah, it's there. You understand? The Alhaji Country Club. My siblings, they've been of very great support. My high school, Charisma, Kusi Isaac, they were also very good. When I came to China, I met so many good friends. Bonu, Dami, Siane, Shin, Nashiru, Dr. Isham, Alasan, yourself, almost everyone came, both Barreto, my ladies, not one lady.
And your wives.
Wives. My very, very good uncle, Dr. Uncle Lawrence, and Dr. Frank. Yeah, all these things all these people were very great pillars in my life. So anywhere I go, I have to also acknowledge them.
All right, sure. All right, sure. So guys, that's where we ended. It's still a COVID environment, so stay home, stay safe. Get your nose masks on, not just your face shield, and get a sanitizer always around you. Wash your hand always. Now it's like our palms are even cleaner than the other parts of our body, but they said we should wash. We should keep washing till everything is over. So this is where we ended, and thank you guys once again. Dr. Ali, once again, thank you, and thank you, our viewers as well. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Have fun, family. Just go out there, meet someone, but social distance. Don't forget, social distance. Okay, see you guys same time next week. It's my life in medical school. Big ups.
Bye.